That was the real-life Samantha Evers, everyone, on my show. It's a show that everyone is loving, like Evers After. Such a good show. Next time on Talking Muse with Muse Carinari, the dietitian / blood magician Fortune via Magique. In your patent-pending weight loss therapies, how do you balance weight loss and blood loss?
At the end of the day, he's all about self-control, and the other 26 steps that you will find only in my book.
And you haven't even thought of someone famous unless you have heard our next guest, Ratma the Bloodless.
Yeah, I've been the god of a lot of things, but I have no idea why the crickets chose me.
All that and even more than you asked for. Next time on Talking Muse with Muse Carinari.
That was the season finale of Talking Muse with Muse Carinari. Next week, Evers After is back. Join us for Season 2 of Evers After. What will they do with Samantha Evers' thrilling death from the last season's finale? Did Block 18 stand after the war front came through? Evers After Season 2 will keep you on the edge of whatever you are sitting on. Next up, do you have too many sexual valleys in your love mountainscape? Let us help you climax your peak. Radiationships is now on WSPN. The Spoon.
Apotheosized automaton. Towering technoid of statuesque sensuality. Minerva, Neath, and Sulis. Settler of my heart, and survivor of the tempestuous passions within. To all of you, with the raddest head out there in the Radiation Nation, this is an emergency broadcast to your heart. Broadcasting live from my den of longing, and willing to disclose the location of my lions, my heart is pure, my back well-massaged, and my eyes belong only to you. I am Professor Sham DeFroyen, and with me, these 3 promises. 1, I will not injure you or, through inaction, allow you to come to harm. 2, I will obey orders given by you, except where such orders would conflict with the first promise. And 3, I will protect the existence of our love as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second promises. Lady, I'm your gentleman, and this is our radiation ship. Yeah, that's good. I think that'll work.
Hey,
I think. Oh.
What are you doing, Professor?
Hi, Red. Just going over some notes, reaching out to a special lady we met on our travels. Yeah. Is it time to start
I think we should probably get the broadcast going here.
Okay. All right. Let me hit the music and go.
Nega psychics and mind melters. Most wizards and coastal wizards. Settlers and survivors, all you ratheads out there in Radiation Nation, we are broadcasting the advice they don't want you to hear. We are live from our ABS compound, an undisclosed location deep in the lines and Sadlands. Our hearts pure, our backs strong, and our eyes shielded from the glare of the boneways. I'm Rad Flink, with me, the Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your radiation ship.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, you could throw in some bigger words.
Well, I could, but it's just the intro. It's what the people are used to, and it's what they ask for, and what they like.
It's a tough line to ride. I understand your struggle.
Sure.
Yeah.
So just knocking the dust off here, knocking the dust off the equipment, knocking the dust off the old vocal cords. Had quite an adventure. Of course, as always, WSPN is proud to have us as a part of their family.
Indeed they are.
And
lucky them. We're a catch.
Absolutely. Now,
catches.
We would like to say to you listeners out there,
we're a catches.
That we understand it's been a difficult time for you. And we appreciate you sticking with us through the thick and thin, through the hard times and the soft times. We definitely appreciate it. So thank you for being there. Thank you for listening. And, we've got a real home run of a show to bring to you today. We got some great colors on the line. And, against my better judgment, Sean and I have been talking about some things. The professor and I went over some basic sort of ground rules we'd set for the show.
Yeah.
And we're now sort of opening the calls up. Caden will no longer be screening specific types of callers out. So we're gonna open up to a little more let's say, what would you call extra natural, supernatural type calls?
Yeah. We live in a specific world, and if we restrain those specificities, then you get a much less specific picture of the times and the land in which you live.
Now, my argument, of course, was that those types of colors are generally weird and gross. But Caden and the professor both, they've brought me around a little bit, so we'll give it a little trial period, see how it goes.
Of course. Well, love in and of itself is weird and gross. There's nothing natural about it.
That's a very good point.
It's not natural, but it's nice. So, Rad, it's a new day. It's a new era. It's a new epoch for our show. We're opening the gateways. We're opening the floodgates. We're opening the floodways.
Opening the hellmouths.
And the gateways. Yeah. Yep. To honor that, we've decided that our show will begin afresh. It will begin anew.
Absolutely.
It's something that it's time for. It's timely and it's necessary. So what we've decided, Rad and myself, is that we are going to start renumbering our shows. We're going to start over from episode number 1.
This is episode 1.
Exactly. Not because nothing that we've said before matters, but simply because it didn't take into account all of the intricacies, the minutiae of the world around us. And so you imagined it, and your delusions are frankly alarming to me. And if you have delusions of us having told you things before, give us a call. We'd love to work through that with you, maybe starting in episode 2 or 3 or 4, because this is episode 1.
And I would like to go ahead and say, just for my part, that everything I said was true.
Nothing matters.
It is absolutely good advice.
Time
it was
is an
good advice
illusion.
at the time. It's good advice now. However, you should not go back and refer to it, because that is past advice. It was advice for the past. Those people no longer exist. That time no longer exists. So while what I said was absolutely right, the professor's advice, of course, as he said, did not exist. Mine did, was good, is still good, but you shouldn't go back and listen to any of it.
Damn it.
You all right there, Professor?
Yep. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm having a little trouble.
Yeah.
With the aftermath of the incident.
Right. Yeah, the incident.
Just so our listeners know, I am what we have returned from our journey, and while I am a wiser individual, it was not without a cost. I am now bereft of my favorite caffeine delivery digit. My thumb is gone. It's not been easy, but I will rise to that challenge. I don't want to specify the specific specifications of the incident that led to the loss of my thumb, but I would like to take a moment to admonish the listeners that orphans are not your friends. They are your fiends. They're not friendly. They are fiendly. Orphans are devoid of empathy, and if they were capable of love, why aren't their parents still around? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I don't want to dig too much into a sore subject here, but I would like to say, just to the listeners out there, the professor's been through a lot, and there's just this additional experience, this suffering, this pain that this experience has brought him will only lead to deeper understanding of your pain, deeper understanding of your situation, deeper understanding of your lost digits, and better advice as a result, I think. Not to say we're going to capitalize on your suffering to improve the show.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm really thirsty.
All right, well, maybe Caden can help out with that. In the meantime, maybe we should go to a commercial break here.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to commercial.
Okay. Why not?
I'm back! Yeah, buddy! I'm your favorite thing, here to sell you a favorite thing! Maybe more things, depending on budget. Your budget? Things getting out of focus? Your favorite guy's back? Hey! Do you have a hard time with eyes, pal? We can fix you with our laser eye surgery. Come see these guys who can give you laser eyes. Three things. Better believe it. We all know lasers are already better than seeing. Don't be lazy. Get lasers. Don't just get one. Get two. Get our 2 laser eye special deal. Special if you do, or lazy if you don't. Laser eyes, guys. Imagine. But one of your eyes is laser. No mouth required. It's not a short surgery and the recovery time is unavailable. They'll shoot. They'll burn. But they don't burn out. They might burn you. Who am I? Eyes boss? I'm not the boss of laser eyes. You're wrong. Your cousin isn't better than these laser eyes, guys. Our transmutants can make your whole face lasers too. Just because it's not a fact doesn't mean it's not a fact. This is the future. Laser face from Laser Eyes. The future is freaking terrifying. Laser face. Face trace. One of these days, Alice. To the. What else were you expecting? They put lasers in your face. This technology may seem like magic, but it's not, and I'm your favorite. Nothing comes for free, so you will have to pay. But after that, you will feel so happy that it feels like it was free. Laser Eyes.
Smooth life's little bumps with one from us. WSPN. The Spoon.
So that was
Wow.
that was a commercial.
That was so good.
That was
Everyone should buy those things.
Yeah, that's I guess just part of our new era.
Yeah, absolutely. We now know and can hear the commercials being run. We'll of course be, mentioning some products that we personally support from time to time. But WSBN, they are going to be running commercials on our show during our show, so you fine people out there will have a experience of being able to learn about new products and new fascinating offers that WSPN has, that they know about, that they have scoured the world for the best products of all types.
Yeah.
And you can find information about those only here on Radiation Ship.
Yeah. Now I know what you're thinking, listeners. Well, what about the professor? What about Rad? What do they get out of this deal?
It doesn't matter.
Well,
That's none of your business, really.
It shouldn't matter to them.
It's our business.
No, but I'm glad to know that our partnership with Regeni has been renewed. It has. We recently re-received the box of previously loved marital aids.
And they said a very nice apology for misunderstanding us.
Yeah, it was great. I've started the process of searching through that box, auditioning parts, harvesting things that I can use to maybe replace the thumb that I lost.
Yeah, there's some really weird wiggly stuff in there, in that box. Anyway, enough about us. Again, we don't like to get too personal here on the show, at least not in regards to ourselves. But let's go ahead and see. I'm seeing some calls lighting up over there on the board. Caden, could you go ahead and put one of those through for us?
Hi, guys.
Hey, caller. What's your name and what's wrong with you?
My name is Kilster Bleeze.
All right.
I had some questions revolving around relationships.
Okay. Now, before we go any further, Caden has provided us with a little sort of sheet, just a little script that he just sort of wants for his producing stuff. I'm not quite sure what it all goes into producing, but there's just a little checklist of a couple things we need to ask you.
Yeah.
What species are you? Would you consider yourself a human? Yes or no?
Yes, that is correct.
And where exactly do you live?
I live in the dugouts inside of the baseball field.
Okay. Do you happen to know latitude and longitude on that?
No, I think it's north.
Okay. Is that good? Caden, are we good? We're clear. All right, we're clear. All right.
Just as a follow-up question, caller, how many thumbs do you have?
I have 2, and I have another one that my cousin left me.
Yeah, privileged.
Yeah.
I see.
All right. So, caller, what is wrong with you? What's going on? What's your problem?
So my girlfriend, she was frustrated with me physically having intercourse with other people.
Okay.
So she said, you can no longer physically cheat on me. And I said, okay. So my
Now,
question...
now, wait a minute. She said you can no longer physically cheat on her?
I can't. She doesn't want me to.
Now, how is she going to prevent you from doing that?
What
does she know about what you can and can't do? That sounds like a pretty controlling relationship right off there.
Have you demonstrated a sexual ineptitude to her that's causing her to throw that fact back in your face?
Oh, no, she is pleased, but she is unpleased when I put my penis in other people.
Okay.
And she woke me up with a knife the other night, and I seem to believe that she was serious.
Okay. So physical violence, abusive sort of controlling relationship to start off with.
Yeah, it's all Philly textbook, although kudos to her for clarity of communication.
Absolutely. I really believed her.
You know, when you woke up and she's holding that knife, did you have any doubt what she wanted or wanted the cessation of?
I was 100% sure, 110%.
Good. Well, it is important to be clear about what you are interested in from your partner.
I've been having nightmares about it ever since.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable. So it sounds like you're in maybe not the best relationship. There's a little rocky times going on here lately, which we can relate to. We've definitely had some troubles of our own here lately. But well, specifically, what can we help you with, or what are you looking for from us?
I'm a man of my word, so I promise to not cheat physically. I was wondering, though, other than maybe emotionally, what other ways could I cheat that aren't physically?
Okay, now, are you currently cheating emotionally on her?
Yes, very much.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
I have a neighbor, and we just get together, and we share all our feelings, and it makes us feel like we want to have sex, and we did many times, but I stopped that part.
Okay. Now, these things you're sharing, these feelings you're sharing, are these feelings that you feel comfortable sharing with your girlfriend?
Well, yeah, with her too.
Okay.
It's just, it gets a little boring.
Right. So it's not exclusive emotional cheating.
No.
Okay.
I try to spread it out as much as possible.
That's good.
But I was thinking, like, do you guys know anything about spiritual or psychic cheating?
Well, I have to say, that's a bit of a touchy subject for me. I'm not big into the more mystical side of things, so I'm gonna have to somewhat throw to the professor here. But I will say, nearly anything is possible if you do put your mind to it, especially when we're talking from a psychic perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. An active spiritual congress can be quite enlightening for you and your other. Your partner, of course, will benefit directly. Once you open up the inside of you to the inside of someone else, and you smush those insides together in a metaphysical sense, you grow as a person. You take on attributes of the person that you're with, and you bring that back into your regular day-to-day relationship, and she benefits from that.
That's what I was thinking. I've tried astral sex because my girlfriend won't let me do the astral sex to her. It's a nice experience, but a little too high-minded for me.
Yeah, I understand that. Once you take it up the astral plane, it gets very difficult to deal with your day-to-day life.
It's not an easy glide.
No.
Now, one thing does occur to me as you're talking about these other types of cheating, is that is it really cheating because you're experiencing, you're able to experience things that you might not be able to experience with another human? Because when you're having physical congress, as the professor would say, there requires a certain amount of physical compatibility, which isn't necessarily the same requirement if you're looking at astrally cheating or psychically cheating or metaphorically cheating, and any number of other types of, well, I call it cheating, but let's be honest. If you can't experience with your girlfriend, if she's not, astrally compatible with you, if she's not psychically compatible with you, I don't think you can really call that cheating.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, well, and that brings to mind an excellent point. If you feel the need to branch out and establish these connections with dozens of other people, what is it that your partner is lacking that's causing you to search elsewhere. It's very easy to point a finger at a cheater and say you shouldn't be doing that. But what's wrong with your partner that requires your external searching?
I mean, she obviously has plenty of knives.
Right.
At least, a surplus enough to be, waving them around, threatening him in the middle of the night with it.
Yeah, your home is clearly well defended, and she communicates well, but what else is wrong with her?
During some wars, she lost her bottom half, and now it's just like a sheet of metal.
Okay.
It doesn't feel great. Mm-hmm. It's just like a block of metal.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, that could definitely cause some issues with, I think, a lot of...
the metal vagina, it is not pleasant.
Right, and I can't imagine it would be very comfortable if she's, excuse me, I don't know how to say this, if she's on top. It seems like it'd be pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah. I tried to get a metal penis for her, but I just couldn't find one. I'd heard something about Regina you guys talked about. Do they also sell metal penises?
Oh, well, let me tell you a little bit about Regini. Regini is something special in the world and not something you come across very often, because what they do is they rejuvenate the toys that you will come across very often. They have all sorts of dildos, all sorts of vibrators, of just various toys of all sorts. And what they do is they find these. They go to old archaeological dig sites, old collapsed civilizations and cities, and they dig through those ruins. They may not bring back the metal, they may not bring back the foodstuffs, they may not bring back, the cans and other preserved goods, but what they do bring back on these well-funded or forays into the past is the toys, the marital aids from the past.
Yeah.
And they lovingly restore them. In some cases, they've made reproductions of realistic historical marital aids.
That sounds really interesting.
And they have, the widest assortment available in the world, maybe in the universe.
That is very interesting.
Well, and it's not just useful for coitus. There are other purposes depending on the shape of the repurposed aid. As I've been searching through this box, looking for a replacement for my thumb, I found some useful things. There's a prosthetic that fits around my chin. Could possibly rest a coffee cup on that. Now, the structural integrity isn't great at the moment, but I could, maybe I could stick a rod through it. That's sounding promising. There's also there's a digit of comparable size in here, modeled after someone named Dustin Diamond. Of course, now that doesn't have a knuckle, so, hang on. No, this one definitely has a knuckle. So, I'll keep you posted on that.
So I guess what you're saying holistically is I should try to get a Regini penis to have sex with my girlfriend, as well as all the other things I'm doing are not cheating.
Yeah, I think that's a good summary. Yeah, like it's not cheating. It's just it's not, because it's different.
She asked me the other day if there was a way for me to not cheat, and I was like, I guess not.
So you're safe, right? Because the physical cheating was, she said you can't do this.
Right.
And resorted to abuse.
Right.
Resorted to controlling manipulative mechanisms to keep you doing what she wants. But the thing is, she doesn't have a psychic knife. She doesn't have an emotional knife that she can stick in you and twist. So, as far as I'm concerned, cheating or not, whatever she thinks about it, she doesn't have the leverage. She doesn't have the leverage to keep you from doing what you want to do.
No, certainly
in those
not.
other realms.
No. And if she did, you wouldn't need to cheat on her to begin with.
That's true.
And you wouldn't be able to.
Even the term cheating, I think, is unfair. Is your heart in this, in these exploits that you're pursuing? Is your heart in it?
What is he cheating? What is he cheating anyone out of? He's got an experience with someone else,
I think
he's
I'm giving.
Exactly.
I'm giving.
If anything, you are the one that's being cheated. If your partner can't provide these things to you, then she's withholding things from you that you need. She is cheating you out of necessity.
Yeah, she's cheating me.
She is, absolutely, because the laws of the universe are allowing you to behave in these ways.
And they say you're the cheater.
This isn't against nature. This is something that it's absolutely possible.
Yeah, if it was
like if I drop a ball, if I drop a coffee cup, will it not hit the floor? Of course it will.
Hey,
Honey, they keep
What?
saying you're
Hey.
the cheater.
What?
I'm not
keep
the
it inside.
cheater.
Keep it in the bounds now.
What I say?
It's okay. It's all right. We'll move
What
on.
do you? Nope. Put down the
No,
knife.
he's talking to someone else.
Put
Okay.
down the knife.
He's
honey.
down.
We don't have a knife.
I don't. Yeah.
We're not holding knives.
Okay.
No. I got.
I think we can go ahead and take another call.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know why you thought we had a knife.
It's the delusional capabilities of people never cease to astound me.
I guess somebody you trust that much and is that close to you comes at you with a knife. Pretty soon you're just going to see knives everywhere.
Yeah.
And that maybe that's what it is. We certainly wish him the best. It was Kifter Blees said he was in the dugouts.
Cooper Barrett.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Living in the dugouts. So yeah, definitely our best wishes go out to him. But I think now we have, for you lovely people, another commercial. A commercial.
Commercial break on WSPN, The Spoon.
You should come down to the Sadlands and have the vacation of one lifetime. The Sadlands? Don't let the name fool you. We've never been happier.
I never smelled a more poisonous sea.
Neither have the deep old ones. And look at the romantic, indescribable geometry of the steam from their hopefully Sisyphean stalemate.
Huh. Neat.
We found a loaf of bread there.
I was missing teeth, couldn't eat no fruits. Also, my jaw's plumb gone poofed on me. The bone waste is right next door, all full of all sorts of bones. You can pop in any teeth and jaws right in. Just ask them bone wraiths.
Our friendly Sadland communities will welcome you with open arms. Please do not provoke bone rates.
She loves the fashionable new scars I received gladiating in the pits of the West New Old Patagonia catacombs.
And he loves that I threw him the nail bat.
Surviving the Sadlands brought us closer together as friends. I even made friends with the bone wraith.
Please do not incite bone rates. Sadlands is the tourist destination for you. Come get happy in the Sadlands. Please do not incite bone rates.
Whether the big one or the little one, we are the right one. WSPN. The Spoon.
Wow, I really want one of those.
Wow.
I gotta buy that.
Say it backwards.
I gotta buy that. Wow.
Say it upside down.
Mom. All right, now I do have to address something here. In the interim of these calls, and intermittently throughout this whole show, we've been getting some calls from some people out there, some deranged maniacs.
Yeah.
Just saying some terrible things I can't repeat. Just vile, vicious, disgusting, poisonous, ichor-filled lies about WSPN. Just saying terrible things. Well, you wanted me to use bigger words, Professor, so I'm using bigger words.
That's good. No, I just repeated it because I liked how it sounded coming out of your mouth, and I wanted it to come out of mine as well.
Sure.
Ichor.
Yeah. Good word.
Yeah.
Anyway, so these people are calling in. They're saying these terrible things about, we are part of the WSPN family.
Yeah.
Like these people are family. They're like brothers.
Yeah.
They're like sisters. They're like mothers. They're like cousins. They're like third cousins twice removed.
Yeah. And those are the really attractive ones.
And you have to understand, and it's legal to marry them.
Absolutely.
You have to understand.
If your heart is in it.
That you can't be calling up here saying things about, you're basically just saying things about our mama.
Yeah.
And you can't do that to a grown man. You can't call in and say these vile, horrible things about his mother.
Yeah, only we can do that.
Who do you think you are? What kind of ridiculous, disgusting, subhuman piece of filth has gotten in your head to make you think these sort of things about WSPN? It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's absolutely disgusting.
You really need to censor who you're listening to.
Absolutely.
Take charge of what's going into your ears. And if you're hearing vile, toxic things about WSPN, discard them.
Yeah, absolutely. Because WSPN WSPN is a family, and we all care about each other very deeply. All right. Caden, let's go ahead and get another caller on the line here. Make sure it's not one of those seeing nasty stuff about WSPN.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. Caller, are you there?
Hi.
Hey, what's your species? Would you consider yourself human? Yes or no?
I guess.
Okay.
It might be human.
Okay. Tell you what. Don't worry about it. What? Why are you calling us?
So like my name's Yilu. I'm from Shinydale.
Okay.
So I've been with my boyfriend for kind of a long time now. I mean, I don't really have that good of a memory, like when we actually like met, because I mean I think I blacked out a little bit when that happened, but so from what I remember, it's been like a long time.
Okay.
And I'm just worried that I don't have that much evidence, but I'm kind of worried that he might like be kind of stepping out on me.
Okay. Now I think I see what's going on here. Did you threaten him with a knife?
No.
Are you sure? Are you telling the truth?
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh.
Tell us a little more about your situation, Susan.
So I'm worried that my boyfriend is stepping out. I think mostly that he sneaks out at night.
Okay.
Normally, like at night when I'm sleeping, I know he's there because my right arm like twitches.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and play your game then. So let's just say, for sake of argument here, let's get a good baseline on the relationship. What do you guys like to do? What do you have in common? Just how's it going? Have you noticed anything changing recently in sort of your interactions with your significant other?
Well, like normally, okay, so like, well, we have me in common, obviously.
Of course.
Sure.
Like I really like me, and he really likes me. So that's like a lot of what we base our relationship on.
That's
and
great.
He told me that he really liked me and like would like to, be me on a regular basis. And I was like, cool. So, he tried possessing me the first time, and that was cool. And then we're like, oh, this could probably actually really go someplace. So, like, he moved in and took up residence, like, in my soul. And, he moved a couple of things in, like, malicious intent. And I made, like, a little space in, like, my side, like, corporeal being for, like, his homicidal tendencies. But he doesn't pull that out that often, so, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, well, here's my question, though. How can I tell, what ways do you know of me being able to tell whether or not he's actually going out at night and possessing other people? Like, I'm worried that I'm not the only person that he's been possessing recently.
Okay, I see. So, you want any, like, telltale signs of this significant other of yours, this spectral boyfriend or what have you?
Right, like, I've been looking for, like, ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm, now I don't know a lot about the supernatural, the extranatural, but I do know ectoplasm, generally speaking, is from ghosts and wraiths and not demons. They don't actually leave any ectoplasm.
No, that's an excellent point.
I've been reading the wrong books then.
Yeah. Now, this is what I'm wondering is it not just a matter of infidelity in your relationship? Has he been lying to you from the get-go? Has he told you that he's a demon when in actual fact he might be a wraith or a ghost?
That could be. Well, she said she wasn't finding any.
Oh.
Well, I mean, lying is kind of something that he does.
Right.
Like, I usually, it's, like that old fable where you have, like, two doors and you're supposed to go through one of them and you have to, like, ask a gatekeeper, like, whether or not.
And there's a tiger behind one.
Oh, and they always lie? Oh, my God, like, that was my favorite. And then, like, when I met him, he was like, oh, my God, guess what? Like, I always lie. And I was like, oh, my God, that's, like, the best.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm used to that. Like, that's kind of, like, our love language.
Okay, yeah, I get that. Lying. Yeah, that's a valid love language.
Yeah, deception is a valid way of communication.
Sure, absolutely. So, I guess maybe Caden would have something to say. Caden, could you write? Do you have any notes, any tips on how to find this? I can say, now it is possible if they're lying to you and they are actually ghosts, because ghosts can possess as well. And this other entity you're talking about could be any number of things. And the first thing you might need to do before you can find out if they're cheating on you is find out what they are. Mm-hmm. Because if they're possessing you, and they could potentially, just because this demon is possessing you doesn't mean it's not possessing other people at the same time. Some I think poltergeists and things like that are capable of multiple possessions.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, am I a part of a harem and I don't even know
That's what I'm saying. You need to find out what you're dealing with here.
I could have sister girlfriends?
Yeah, you absolutely could.
Yeah, and as we specified earlier in our broadcast,
my God, I've always wanted a big family.
Family is important. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, that could be a way of looking at it, and that's probably the easiest solution. I'm kind of tired of dealing with this.
Yeah.
So just, sure, there's other people, and you're all just a big family. You're united through this demonic possession force thing.
Oh, I'm going to have to buy a bigger house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you let your boyfriend know, they're all welcome, and you can maybe start some sort of little gathering, a family of some sort,
The more information you have, the more useful this is going to be. I mean, you are making the assumption right now that your boyfriend is possessing other corporeal women. Might not be women, might not be corporeal. You might have sister girlfriends across a whole spectrum of existence, and maybe you don't need a bigger house. Maybe you need a bigger heart, literally, to receive all of the spirits within you.
So are you saying I should up my cholesterol intake?
Absolutely.
Oh, I gotta write that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, write that down with your thumbs. Slut.
I think that's going to be the last caller for the day. Got a lot to mull over out there as you're listening to this and thinking how can this compare to my life? How does this relate to my life? Do I have two thumbs? Am I missing a thumb? Am I really untrustworthy because the professor said you shouldn't trust people with two thumbs? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think it applies to me.
Categorically.
I don't think it applies to me.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Like the professor said before, everything he said didn't happen, so that didn't happen. Anyway. All right, well, I don't know about you, Professor, but my shoulders sure are getting tired with the weight of the world on them.
Yeah,
so we're going to go ahead and sign off for the day.
You're hunching.
I am. It's not good. It's not good for the what'd you call it, spine?
Yeah, no, it's not great on my eyes either.
Yeah. So, I will say, we are excited for what I'm about to tell you about. Coming up next on WSPN, Places to Rent.
Ooh.
If you haven't listened, you should.
Yeah.
So don't turn that dial. Stay right here on WSPN.
Yeah.
I am Rad Flank. With me, as always, the Professor. This has been Radiation Ship. Don't come looking for us.